You got 6D Radio with Can, Shiny, and DJ Unstable. 6D Networktainment on Q4 Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 6, season 5, 6D Radio. I'm gonna do a quick roll call. DJ Unstable.
Yo.
And DJ Shern.
It's your boy DJ Shern in the building, man. It's a pleasure to be here today.
And I'm Can. Welcome to 6D Radio.
We here.
I'm kind of thirsty right now, so I'm thinking I'm gonna go outside real quick and give me a 40.
Oh. That's what we on. That was a good segment.
Get an old E. Hey, Atlanta is in the building, y'all. Let's go.
You talking, driving the whip, feel like sparking. Yeah, I'ma spark it. Pull up to his side, I want it. Yeah, and he want it. I pull the strings, you a puppet. Green in my pocket, I'm lucky. Yeah, I need a 40. Yeah, I need a chopper to blow. Whenever I call, he pick up the phone, cause I got that wet on the low. Niggas don't know. Yeah, niggas don't know. If you get lucky with it, I swear, man, you lucky. So pick up your opponent and fuck up they bosses. I really toast it to blessings I prayed and came up on. I'm stretching their nerves like it's yoga. I'm feeling like Yoda. My face turning green from the money. Yeah, I never ever saw me about, but I'm probably tasting like honey. Whenever he eat me, he be moaning. Whenever I speak, he be moaning. Yeah, and I'm saying eat all your words. When I was legit, I was nice, but fuck all your wrongs. Do better if you in my life, and I love my singing. Yeah, I hope that they know. I get in my zone, but know that it's love from my toes. I'm feeling reluctant to tell what I know, I'm unknowns. Cause it's again, we're loving until it get real, I promise. Yeah, I gotta watch my own steps and then watch them. They show you against you, then they just an option. I'm feeling reluctant to not be impotent, and I can't let up. Yeah, fix up you talking, driving the whip, feel like sparking. I'ma spark it, pull up to his side, I want it. And he want it. I put it straight to a puppet. Green in my pocket, I'm lucky. I need a 40. I need a chopper to blow. Whenever I call, he pick up the phone, cause I got that wet on the low. Ziggy don't know. Yeah, Ziggy don't know. If you get lucky with it, I swear, man, you lucky. So fuck your opponent and fuck up how they bossing. Yeah, and I'm playing just for my win. It ain't competition, cause soon as I do it, they do it again and again. And I know he miss me. I'm crazy, but I think I'm different. These looks taste like a spring, and I'm like a king. The counter comes straight from my read, the counter comes straight from my ring. And I'm going straight for the first. Yeah, I got a mission, and no, you can't be here if you think I'm going for third. Yeah, I know my limits. Yeah, but I know my worth. I've been on the top, I just had to take it and run it. I'm holding my spot from your purse. Yeah. Oh, I'm on a plane. Yeah, I need a plane. Yeah, never gonna change. I got stain, oh yeah, I got stain. Because you talking, driving the whip, feel like sparking. I'ma spark it, pull up to his say I want it. And he want it, I put a string to a puppet. Green in my pocket, I'm lucky. I need a 40, I need a 40 to blow. I need a 40 to blow. I need a 40 to blow. I need a 40 to, I need a 40, I need a 40 to blow. Yeah, that's it. I already know that's right. We could go to the next one.
That was definitely about show for show.
And we going to 6D Radio. This is the next one.
Yeah, look how she hopped off that. Like, I killed that. Energy.
Yes, indeed. That was Canary with 40 right here on 6D Radio. This is the Atlanta Takeover. Ladies and gentlemen, shout out to Honest Productions, who is our first company, artist management company that we featured on the show. So all show long, we're going to be playing artists who are with Honest Productions, and we have a dope DJ from the A. Yeah. You can definitely tell this is Atlanta DJ. Like, you can definitely tell by the artist, and the mix is pretty dope. So if you want to listen to the mix, get in tune with that, make sure y'all stick around for that mix later on in the show. We will be interviewing Sierra, who is the founder of Honest Productions, and she's our intern for 6D.
Shout out to that, man. She's part of the 6D squad gang.
When I tell you she is doing her thing right now, she is at Howard. I'm about to come up there and visit.
Definitely gotta visit. Definitely.
Hey,
gotta
one
visit.
time for sure though.
Throw a 6D show out there or something.
Hey, that was. It's doable. Let's do it.
So how y'all week been? Y'all been all right? Look at his face.
You want to take it? You want to take it first? Unstable?
No, bro, you gotta tell them what you told me, because honestly, it's real though.
Honestly, bro, I'm exhausted. Like, it
It's
would
real.
definitely be a cliche to just act as if everything is okay. Definitely happy to be here and be breathing, but I'm exhausted, man. Like, just trying to gain balance and just trying to stay on top of things. Work, DJing, trying to make sure I'm staying on top of practicing so I can provide a great experience for my clients, and then just being a part of 6D and trying to make sure we keeping everything structured and just making sure we stand on point. And then we just got done with homecoming, so
Yeah. That's probably
Yeah.
has something to do with that though. But it, like,
definitely.
I feel like the season's changing too, so it's like, man, you ain't even used to it. It's getting darker, quicker. Like, you think think it's time to go to bed when it's only 6 o'clock.
No, for sure. I'm honestly exhausted, but we running on films, but the grind never stops, so you just got to keep going, man.
That's a fact. That's exactly how I've been feeling. Like, you just gotta keep pushing, keep going. Yeah.
Sometimes there's nothing wrong with pausing the grind. Get some much needed rest, spend some time with family. I just came across a quote from Quincy Jones, who we all know who is successful. He was like, yeah, I didn't got all this, but like, I wish I spent more time with my family.
No, for sure.
I was like, dang.
Yeah. That's real.
So I mean, ain't nothing wrong with pausing the grind. I have to tell myself that, like, last year, like with the pandemic, it showed me that all of this can be at a stop.
Yeah, for sure. I enjoyed myself during that time. I ain't gonna lie, because it's just you could be it yourself totally and explore. You got time to explore different things. That's how I started producing. Like, it's crazy because I would never did that if I didn't have the time to sit down and be like. So I do miss that time, and that's a great point, Candace. Just taking the time to breathe and be like, we here.
Nah, I agree. But when you think about it on the other end, it's like you pursuing these things, but say for instance you gain a certain momentum, you don't want to lose that momentum.
That's facts.
Yeah.
So a lot of times, we could take a step back, but it's like,
because I gotta, like, it's like I want to play devil's advocate, because when Quincy Jones said,
He always be all right, Satan, DJ Satan.
Stop it.
He always playing devil's advocate.
I'm just saying, because Quincy Jones said he wish he would have spent more time with his family, but like he said, he got all these things. Would he have gotten all those things if he didn't put the grind in the way he did put the grind in? It's kind of like it's a thought, like, because I mean, I don't know, because I'm sure he has time now, but like, are you willing to sacrifice to get what you want? Sometimes you got to do that. Sacrifice sleep. Sacrifice. I don't know, but I definitely think it's important to, like, balance. That's one thing I did agree with when you said, like, trying to find that balance. Like, no matter what, you got to find a balance. It's like you can grind as hard as you want to grind, but if you can't, like, get up and do it then tomorrow, then what's the point? Because like, you sick or whatever. But like, who knows? So you got to make sure you evening out, and that's what I mean. I agree. I'm trying to find my balance too. This week's been like tough, but just maintaining and keep pushing forward, but just knowing that, like, I can pause. So yeah.
You said something. You said, what if you get sick?
I know.
Who's gonna take care of you?
Exactly. That's real. That's a real thing. You only got yourself. So I hear you. Like,
yeah.
You know your limit though. You know yourself.
Yeah.
So I think that's important to pay attention to yourself. Pay attention to your body. You know how your body feel. Like, you need to take a nap. Take a nap. Like, I love naps now.
No, big facts. Big facts.
I be getting some.
We hated them when we was kids, but we definitely taking advantage of them right now.
Man, I'm very terrible with naps sometimes. I gotta be really exhausted to take a nap, but it depends on how I'm feeling after I take a nap, because a lot of times I get cranky. Like, I don't care what come out my mouth. Don't bother me after I done woke up, and don't wake me out of my sleep. You gonna get the worst side of candy.
But it's crazy because you know why you feel like that though, because like your body want more sleep and you don't have the time to get it necessarily, but your body want more sleep, so you like angry about it. But I do hate that feeling too. It's hard to like shake out of that, but once you get out of it, you usually be like thankful that you did go to sleep. So yeah, I feel you.
And I'm on the other side of things. It's just like, man, I do check in with my family. I talk to my big sister, like, if not every day, every other day, because if I don't call her, she definitely gonna call me.
Facts.
And be nosy, which I love. And, I check in with my little niece who just loves me so much. I'm like her shero.
You should.
And, I check in with them. But my thing is like, I need to grind so I could be in a better position to do more for them, do more with them. Like,
provide more space for them.
Yeah.
All those things matter. You know what I mean? And then just to piggyback on the Quincy Jones thing, it's like his kids and, his nieces and nephews, they've probably experienced a whole different way of life because of the hard work and sacrifices he made.
Yeah, that's
to
real.
get to the point he is now. So,
That's a fact. That's what we're grinding for. I hear you. That legacy, yeah.
No, for sure.
Definitely need a legacy. Whew, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That is our recap of our weeks. Like, we's tired.
But we here. 6D is in the building.
Hey, that's a fact.
Yes, indeed. We tired, but we are here, and we are here to be there for you. We got a 6D tip. Get yourself a website. We're going to talk about that up next. Until then, we have another Honest Productions artist.
Yeah.
Armando. We had Canary, now we got Armando. Here's Hold Up right here on 6D Radio. Don't move.
Hold up. Oh, no.
Don't move, man. We got jams dropping soon. It's 6D Radio on Q.
Come on. Yeah. It always changes when you get the dollar, bro. Niggas always the same as you. Mama, I'm sorry, I've been on the road for a while now. I don't think that I can slow down. Success is so close, I can practically taste, and I wanna be more than a wild child. Child, please, as I play these keys, I pray that is the keys to equity. So you can lay your head and rest your feet, and just leave the rest of the work to me. Swear, mama, you gon' see. I got it in the palm of my hands. Exotic, the trappers gon' escape through these strands. True prophets make progress, and mine is look face straight in his face whenever I get the chance. Say, if I command, you depend on me as long as my grandmama pray. Now one of these outs can mean ish to me. Period. So Mondo's the pilot. Just cause you got iron don't make you a giant. Think you so hard, you really just hold off. My ship catch the pass are probably a go yard. You probably spend a racks on a go yard. Aladdin genie channeled in every bar. Plotting, but that can only get you Jafar. God, but before I stand as a man, respect us cause I know I am the I am. And I am unbeatable, I am a leader too. I'm indestructible, I am artisanal. A little elbow grease and anything will move. I only made my point when I had nothing to prove and had the world to lose. Melo told Mondo that I do this shit for you. I finally decided to let people do what people do, and now life got a clearer view. Like holla, man, holla, yeah. I said I'm living in the moment. If it's my moment, I'ma own it. Momentarily, I be at peace, so please just let me be. Like holla, man, holla, like holla. Said I'm living in the moment. If it's my moment, I'ma own it. Momentarily, I be at peace, so please just let me be. Like holla, like what's the rush? Just holla, man, holla.
Hold up.
Yeah, I love that beat. Beat's cold.
Armando, hold up. 6D Radio. This is a Atlanta takeover.
That sax was going crazy.
Peace up, A-Town down.
A-Town stump on somebody.
A-Town stump. Look, I was raised in Tennessee, so
I mean, you right there.
this is a fun fact. Like, when you're from the South, you show love to everyone.
Big facts.
No matter if they in Texas, Georgia, South Carolina, Alabama, Kentucky, Mississippi. We show love to everybody.
Arkansas.
Yeah, like we loved every rapper that came from the South.
That's real.
That entire region got love. Like Southern rappers could just stay down south and tour all them cities and be
And
successful.
run it up. That's real.
So
Boosie, what Boosie from again?
Louisiana, Baton Rouge.
The one, yeah. That's crazy.
Yep.
People love Boosie down south. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
why was he back?
I was
He
in a
definitely has that Southern market on lock. He will always be booked. There's no doubt about it. He'll stay booked. As long as he chooses to perform, he will stay booked.
That's a fact.
Boosie is that guy down south.
when he came out with Swerve when I was in the 6th grade. I just remember the whole South just going up. We were just at school just going crazy. Singing in hallways, getting in trouble by the teachers. It was some good times, some really, really good times. Y'all, we got this 6D tip for y'all. And it is
6D tip today, ladies and gentlemen. You must get yourself a website. Once again, you must get yourself a website,
It's a
ladies
fact,
and
though.
gentlemen.
y'all hear how formal he sound? He got the collar shirt, the glasses.
This how bad the grind is, man. I had no time to go home and change. Sometimes you just gotta go, man.
You gotta get up and get
The
up
look
outta
is
there.
just what 15% of the grind. But
Yeah.
sometimes you just gotta keep going. I had to leave work and get to the studio. Sometimes
Man.
you just gotta do what you gotta do.
That's a fact.
Dr. Shern, ladies and gentlemen,
Doctor.
with all tips, business and creative wise, everything you need. The doctor got you.
What's the prescription for that? No, get yourself a website.
That's the prescription.
That is a prescription.
Get
Prescribe
you a
me,
website, young man and young woman.
Yeah, I'll take the first one. So
I'm so bad.
make sure you get yourself a website. The first tip is you have to make yourself. Well, the reason why you should get yourself a website is you need to make yourself accessible everywhere.
Why?
So if you gotta, just because the more accessible you are, the easier people can interact with you. The easier, if you're a DJ like Shern or myself, people can check you out to book you. If you're an artist, that people can listen to your music. So if you have your website, that's like your central hub where people just can go there and essentially listen to your music. Go on your social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, like all that is there. Like, and they can get the appearance of who you are. So I think a website is it's still like not, you can't depend on Instagram. Like we can't depend on these social medias because like anything can happen. Like I got hacked, but beyond that, like you don't know if Instagram is going to exist for tomorrow. But you know a website is always going to be around. So I feel like that's a good home base you should always have. It's like headquarters. So you got to have a headquarters, and that makes you accessible everywhere. You're accessible in China, wherever, because you got your website. So
And you gotta think about your audience, your supporters, your fans, or whoever. Like you gotta think about the different age groups. Because a lot of people, older people who want to spend some bread on you, they like what you doing, but they ain't got no Instagram.
yeah, that's a fact.
They may not be on Facebook.
Everybody still goes to a website.
Go to a website, have that donate button, hit that.
Buy some merch. Honestly, you can run it up with that. Like,
No, I agree.
like that's the number. And it ain't gotta be t-shirts. It could be something small, like a little wristband, whatever. Like it could be anything, but just having somewhere from somebody to go and transact with you and interact with you,
Yeah.
it's important.
And today, so many people have so many options, right?
Yep.
So, like Ken just mentioned, you may have a specific age group. They're more prone to use Facebook, whereas you have teenagers. They're more prone to use TikTok nowadays. So that website will literally give everyone within your environment that access to all of these links in your social medias. And then just to add on to that, number 2, make sure you get your own domain.
Why?
The domain is important for, first and foremost, for those of you who don't know what a domain is. A domain is basically a name. It's an online address that offers a user-friendly way to access a website's true online locator. Okay? So if you get your own domain, instead of having djshern@gmail.com, a domain would make my email djshern at
DJShern.com.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So that domain, it just gives you
It's a
another
fact, though.
another level of access. And then, like we said again, it just gives your fans and your social groups.
Also, to add to that, you appear more legit. Like I got my own website. Like how many people you got? You got their own website. Like that's pretty major. Like I know that's something that, and it don't take long to do. But you got your own website. And I remember when I had my because it's crazy because I just like really went live with my website this year, but I own my domain for years. It might have been like 5 years. Like I bought mixedmindstable.com because I was like, I know that's gonna be my website. So I'm like, I don't necessarily have the website done. So that's like I guess a tip too. You can buy your domain without doing the website part, like just so you can have because as long as you keep paying on that domain, I got GoDaddy.com. As long as you keep paying that, nobody can't take that.
They
that
can't
website.
take it away from you.
Yeah. So
and when you think from a business aspect, that domain, it gives you authority. You know what I mean? You're hosting your content on a third party blogging or social media platform. It may seem unprofessional, but it definitely gives you the authority, and it puts forth the effort to build a business, and it gives you more of a professional identity versus just coming any kind of way, and some people may look at you as unprofessional. So if you plan on building your brand, enhancing your brand, and being in these different rooms, I would definitely get that domain and just build from there.
Yep.
When you start working with companies, big companies who's willing to give you a lot of money, more money than you would be used to on gigs, like having that website, having your own domain, it will let them know how serious you are about what you're doing and your brand.
Yeah, I got my when you check my mixedmindstable.com, you go in and it's like a brand page, like everybody I work with, like Bank of America, like all of like the bigger, but it could be small local brands too, but just to have that there, people like, oh, he's that's your, like, yo, I don't know, it's your virtual resume. It's like an EPK. It's like how you basically somebody can look at your stats, like your numbers. My numbers speak for themselves, like, so you can actually say that with your website essentially.
And last but not least, like, get all of your info, collect all your info, and get it done. I like to organize all my info through Google Drive. Because sometimes you can't always depend on your computer. It may crash. That's like put it on a hard drive, or the hard drive might crash. But your content that you have, that works too.
Starting a hard drive, go ahead.
But the content, make sure you just organize everything, keep up with everything, update it, put it on your website, and you'll be good to go. Do we all have a website? You have a website?
Yes, I do. I can be reached at DJ Sherm at marveloussimply.com.
Marvelous Simply Lemonade.
Marvelous Simply. So the name, my LLC is Simply Marvelous, but the domain Simply Marvelous was already taken. So I basically had to flip it. So it's marveloussimply.com.
I got you.
And I just started mine, so I'm in the beginning phase. And like Unstable stated, you don't have to have everything at once. You have to start somewhere. So if the domain purchase is the first step, make the first step. Purchase the domain and just set up your email for the time being. You have to start somewhere. A lot of people hold themselves back because they feel they need a certain amount of money, or they need these resources, or they need all these things, or certain, they have to be in certain environments to get started. And it's like, no, you have to start off somewhere. You know what I mean? So right now I just have my domain name, I have the LLC, and I just have my email set up right now.
And you know what step 2 is, which I think bring into it. So like, don't rush through that. Like, that's the meat and grittiness of your website. Like how people interact. So put some thought behind that and basically take your time with it. But that would be step 2. Like, gathering information and then you get somebody to actually either make your website, or you can make your website. Like, honestly, I wish I would have made my own. I paid somebody, but they did a good job. But I can still go in there and like adjust it if I want to, because I use Squarespace. So everybody, whoever you can use different things. What's the other ones? Weebly, Squarespace.
Bandzoogle is for artists.
Oh, what? Bandzoogle?
So they have all these features.
I ain't never heard that one.
Stuff.
That's supposed to be new, huh?
Yeah. I did with Bandzoogle for about 2 or 3 years. The years go by so fast, like it's hard for me to keep up. But my website is itsthecan.com. I sold a lot of merch.
Let's go.
Misunderstood. That's what's up.
Misunderstood.
I sold a lot of misunderstood hoodies, a bunch of t-shirts. people have gone on there and listened to my music.
That's dope.
And I did put a couple blogs on there. I'm gonna do more blogs because I be having some stuff to say, and I hate going on social media and risking being in Facebook jail and stuff.
A lot of people get caught up and placed in Facebook jail for the most minor things, but you know, times are changing. You definitely got to be careful what you say publicly.
This society is sensitive.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle said that.
It's sad to say, but you know, it is what it is.
He went in. I don't want to talk about that, but that was.
But when we get back to these sources, guys, as Ken stated, Bandzoogle. For those of you who didn't catch it, the spelling is BANDZOOGLE. That's Bandzoogle.
You was the spelling bee champ back in the day, huh? You got the collar shirt on.
You know, I'm doing a little something.
He know how you spell be champ because you said it, he spelled it, and then he said it at the end.
Oh yeah, he got the formula down pat.
And then another one you guys could use would be Weebly. Weebly, WEEBLY.
I got Weebly for my my production website. I've been having that since I think 2014.
That's dope. And look at her, she got multiple websites, so you got more than one.
It's expensive.
Yeah,
but they for two different things. You know, companies go on my Can Pro website and look at all the stuff that I worked on.
Hey, Ken, I need to get with you. Jesus,
I need to update all that stuff. So.
And that's another step. Keep updating you. Me too.
Yeah.
I need to update mine.
And
too.
then also, guys, you got to get out here in these streets so you can build that content and make people want to, you know,
yes, indeed,
search these websites of yours. You know,
got to do the work in. That's a fact.
You got to do the work.
It's a lot of work, guys. If you haven't.
But man, when you have all your stuff together, it just feels good when somebody say, "Hey, you got a website?" Why, yes, I do.
You don't have, and it's crazy. You don't have to do it by yourself. So you, like I said, you can't hire somebody to help you.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Don't feel like you got to do this all. It's whatever floats your boat.
And because it could get overwhelming if you try to do everything by yourself. I know for me, a lot of times it takes forever to get done, or it ain't gonna get done at all. I'm just like, I just got to the point where I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna hire somebody or barter with somebody, and then we just gonna do it like that. So I'm very proud of myself.
Make that a tip. Bartering.
Big fact.
That'd be a good tip. Like trading of services and how to. Yeah.
And don't be afraid to ask for help, guys. Like,
that's a fact.
I had to learn the hard way.
I hate asking for help.
We all do.
That gives somebody an opportunity to let you down.
Pride is definitely the devil. Pride is the devil. You got to put it to the side.
Pride is the devil.
I think you got a hold on me. But definitely put that pride to the side, man, and ask for help. You know, we all need help. We all need a team around us, especially if we got goals and aspirations of places we want to be, things we want to accomplish. You definitely got to ask for help because we're not knowledgeable on everything.
Yeah, we not. But there's a 6D tip. Y'all get y'all website. When you have it, make sure everything is organized, easily accessible, and make sure it's updated.
Yes, sir.
Don't be like us and not have your stuff updated. But make sure you got something together, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we're going to get back to this music. Here's Elise with Healing. Also from Honest Productions, y'all. Let's go. 6D Radio.
Go.
You had the choice, you had to make the right one so properly. The decision that was made led to my heartbreak. I was broken hearted. I tried to fight it. And when I was alone, I put myself through a fit. But I'm stronger now, I don't need you. I got myself, I won't please you. You can go to hell, you can freeze too. Cause for all I care, you ain't my boo. Not ever and no more. I'm better than before. Won't go back, you're toxic. And then that's not. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I just wanna thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I just wanna help me grow. to help, couldn't manage your cost out. I'm sorry, I tried to leave to fix your mental peace, but I couldn't take your pain, and you didn't feel the same. So I went for some guidance. Your friends helped me find it, and I didn't survive with you. I was trying to help and love you with the distance. It got worse and worse so many times, made my heart hurt. And then you said that thing, you called me out my name. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I just wanna thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I just wanna help me grow. Best believe it shows, not under control. I'm free, God knows. Independent, not lazy. There's no man that can tame me. I'm beautiful, I know that. Not afraid to express that. I don't feel the same. Won't call you babe. I threw you away. Now walk in shame. It's a shame. You're a shame. It's a shame. Now walk in shame.
Thank you, thank you, thank you,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Remix. Thank you,
Hey,
thank
here we go.
you.
Here we go. Here we go.
Thank you for the food.
Hey,
thank you for the money.
thank you.
Thank you for the sugar.
Thank you.
Thank you for the honey.
Hey.
Thank you to be funny.
Thank you.
Thank you for the.
Thank you.
Thank you for the. Thank you for the.
Thank you for the great. Thank you for the place.
Okay.
Yeah, eat it up. Oh.
Thank you. Thank you.
I was expecting more from that song. That's why it took us so long. I'm like, is that it? Is that all? We finished and we done? Dang.
That's what's up though. We just picked it up though. We picked it up. That was a good song though. It was a vibe.
Yeah, I really liked it. That was Elise with Healing. Honest Productions right here on 6D Radio. I have our founder of Honest Productions, Sierra.
Yo. Hey.
Can you hear us? You good?
Yeah, am I coming in clearly?
Yeah, you sound
you're
good.
good. You're good.
She always so cool and just so mellow.
Appreciate that.
If you were here, we would have to get you drunk to see how you are.
Right, she don't
like-
sweat. She don't get drunk neither.
I'm weak.
You-
I'm crying. Nah, people have tried that. I still be the same for real. I just be, I don't know. I can still be chilling. I just be lit. You know what I'm saying?
You know that that
She's
meme
a
that's like
smooth
which person are you when
operator.
you drunk, and it had one of them was like Snoop Dogg with his drink in the air chilling. That's probably Sierra.
I can see that.
I'm weak. No, I do. I fuck with Snoop Dogg heavy. Like, if there was one person I wanted to meet in the rap like industry, it would definitely be him.
He definitely live a life. He just had a 50th birthday yesterday.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
He doing his
He just
thing.
turned
That's
50,
fair.
man. That's
Just
what's up.
turned 50, bro.
Hey, Snoop, he going crazy though.
It was some visuals of his birthday party. It was definitely a vibe, bro.
I'm trying to tell you, that man done been through a lot of life.
Mm-hmm.
He survived the streets. He was a whole crip out here, like on the West Coast.
Faced the murder
Facts.
case, beat that.
Murder was the case that they gave me.
Man, what? Then he put the whole world on to just mental
Mhm.
stability. Like,
Mm-hmm.
this
Yeah.
man took a whole trip to Jamaica, met the Rostas, you know what I'm saying? Now
Became Snoop Lion.
everybody in the country want him.
Hey,
He came back with a gospel album.
Snoop
Hey.
would go. He a legend.
He's
I ain't
done
gonna
a
lie.
lot, bro.
Snoop,
That's
Snoop
crazy.
living life. I would appreciate
Had
that.
a
Hey
show with
man, happy
Martha
birthday
Stewart.
to Snoop, man.
Live
Happy
life
birthday
like
to
Snoop.
Happy 50th
That is
to
a
Snoop.
hashtag. That live
It
life like Snoop.
is.
Like live free, man. Do your thing. What's up, Sierra?
So see, how did you come up with Honest Productions?
Well, that was actually kind of like something that's been on my mind for a minute. Like I've always wanted to start my own consulting company because I knew like outside of everything I was doing while I was young, I've always been able to communicate as somewhat effectively. So I wanted to like cultivate that skill. So I thought, consulting was the best way to do it. And where I got Honest Productions from was the fact that I honestly don't like to lie. Like I can
either.
Like I can be a safe, like there's certain things and information that if it doesn't need to leave, it won't. But as far as like if you asking for my opinion or something like that, like you gonna have to deal with the honest truth. Like that's because that's all I know how to give. You know what I'm saying?
So you're not a yes woman.
Oh no.
That's what artists need nowadays, man. Definitely what artists need nowadays.
Yeah, that's facts. And that's actually where I got the production part from, because although I wanted to work with consulting, I knew that I could apply those skills to any industry, especially the music industry. So I was like, well, I can't just put a label on what I'm going to do, but whatever I do, I'm going to produce good, productions or whatever. I'm going to execute well. So I just, Honest Production.
Mm-hmm. So what is Honest Productions? Do you like consult with helping artists with like videos and music? Like how do you assist when you bring somebody on as a client?
So holistically, and once time has matured the company in general, I want it to be a consulting company that not just helps artists but helps independent business owners, helps organizations, nonprofits, because again, like these are all skills that people will need to move forward in this new digital world, this new mentally progressive and open-minded world. You know what I'm saying? So as far as like what I'm doing now with artists, I'm helping them stay focused on their journey. Like if there's a connection in my network that I know can help them or elevate them or push them to a new level, I'm gonna make that connection. And that's kind of the unique position of Honest Productions, because just like everybody else, you can get information anywhere, but it's always the quality of the connection. And I know everybody that I connect to somebody else is quality. Like
that's dope.
The only way something don't work out is if you didn't put the appropriate time and energy into it. So
amen to that. So real quick, right? So when we think about consulting and just providing consultation for clients, a lot of people, they really don't know the world of like consulting. So can you like provide like an effective method like you've used to like develop contacts with individuals or organizations? Like what strategies and techniques have you found effective in ensuring their clients, like your clients' success?
That's actually a good question. So in general, consulting is like a smaller form of arbitration. So really you're coming in as that third person saying, look, like here's side A, here's side B. We're trying to find you a medium to get to the results that you want to get to. So that's really consulting in a whole. And like for me, what I've learned that kind of helps build those relationships, to have those quality connections, I like to be genuine. Like I've never thought of anything else. I've never thought of a strategy. I've never thought of, okay, if I approach this person on this particular topic and discuss this, and I can get this number, or if I align myself with this particular organization or this particular person, I can leverage this. And I've never thought that. I've always just said, okay, let me be myself. Let me learn who this individual is as a person, and let me put what I have together to build this person in the ways that they need to be built, and not just trying to push an agenda on them. Because whenever you're trying to push something on somebody, it's never gonna work.
That's a fact.
And people know, man, like people feel that energy. Like they can tell when somebody is being malicious or just trying to
or ingenuine.
They
Just
trying to gain that piece of clout for the moment.
It be oozing out of them.
And it's like you mess up a whole entire business relationship that you potentially could have had long term.
Yeah, for that that instant whatever trying to get up out of them. That's real. That's a good question. Sure.
So what do you look for in an artist that you want to work with from a creative standpoint?
Quality first. Like
someone who honest.
I'm a music head. Like I can spot talent, or at least like if you know how to hold a note or something in a minute. But I also understand that like an artist has to grow regardless of how talented they are. Period. So honestly, I look for that dedication for you to put in the work regardless, because a lot of artists will want to have the clout, want to have the people around them, want to have the TV already set to their channel, you know what I'm saying? But like that, I'm trying to tell you, but they be forgetting like, yo, these artists just didn't wake up and all of a sudden they had money. It may have seemed that way because that's when it was brought to your attention, but they had to put years of work into it. So I look for artists that know already that you have to put work in and you're ready to put that work in.
Facts.
So it's always like pros and cons, right? So let us into your world. Like, can you share it? Can you share an experience like you had in dealing with a difficult artist or a difficult organization or business? And like, how did you handle the situation as a consultant?
That's spicy. That's spicy. Okay. Well, my perspective is a little different from everybody else because like some people will see like a situation or a problem and they'll be like, bro, I can't stand this person. They always talking about this. They always trying to do this. They're trying to do this. They'll just be talking negatively. I don't think like that. Like I see a problem, I'm like, oh, okay, so how did we get here? What's the positive outlook that we can create a solution that gets us past this obstacle? Like that's where my mind goes. So when I think about that, all my artists are kind of like bougie to a certain degree.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, but you know, it tap into some other resources that you just have to let it go and let God do his thing because you know, bougie is expensive. So that's definitely something I had to like be like, okay, if I'm gonna partner with you, this is an investment, you know what I mean?
It's cool to be bougie to an extent.
Yeah, like
it's like levels of bougie. Your level of bougie might be stick to your level.
I mean, we want quality at the end of the day, but you know, they want the best quality. And I'm like, I'm with you too, but you know, right now we're gonna have to make some compromises.
Yeah, we gotta build this brand first. You gotta book some shows and things of that nature first. You know,
I'm trying to tell you. So that's like something I've had to like deal with some of my artists. But they're also very understanding and they're very open-minded. So those conversations don't really put too much of a obstacle in the way. But as far as like dealing with obstacles with other people, I remember I had a New York trip with one of my artists, and that jump was so funny. I was just observing. And, you know, I saw a couple things that I didn't agree with, but I kept it respectful. But what was funny was the fact that as we were there in person, there was, you know, presently no issues. But after the trip, I got contacted by another artist who apparently had a problem with me because she thought I was doing something with her girl or whatever. And I was just like, Shawty, I came for business. So no, I'm not even looking at your girl. I don't even want her. She can't even fall back with me. No. But anyway, just dealing with the different personalities is always an obstacle. So I just try to remain calm and be intentional about articulating and having evidence of certain situations, because I know some people may not look at it as a bigger issue now, but you know, I know the people that I surround myself with are going to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
So I always know when money is involved and real money is involved, things start to change.
Mm-hmm.
So I always try to be professional first and make sure all my ducks are in a row as far as documentation on anything, any situation, whatever, so forth, so on. So later down in the line, you know, when folks bring in checks, it ain't no question about this or that.
Yeah.
Facts. Well, Sierra, when can Honest Productions, or what can we expect you in Chicago? You slide to the shop. Come through.
Well, that Chicago coming soon, no cap. My main priority right now is to graduate college and finish out this year strong.
You got it.
So y'all, oh yeah, they gonna give me my degree.
You're a senior, right?
They ain't got no choice. Every qualification gonna be met. It ain't no, heck no, we ain't playing them games. But so with that being said, y'all can really expect me summer 2022.
Okay.
You know we in there. We celebrating too as soon as I touch down.
No, look, we know how to celebrate. No, we.
Period.
Hey, we know how to celebrate now.
It's gonna feel good to definitely have the whole team in the building. Everybody together.
Come on.
I'm looking forward to it.
Celebration.
Oh yeah, y'all got me excited. Like Can over here talking about let me get some liquor in you. You know what I mean?
Get some drink up in you. Oh yeah, we like to handle business, but ain't nothing wrong with
cutting the rug.
Right.
Cutting the rug.
We appreciate you. We appreciate you for coming on the show and talking to us. See, we're gonna get to your boy DJ B.I.G. Nino. Did I get it right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. DJ Nino, what you talking about?
With his Atlanta mix, y'all. So we're gonna talk to you later, see.
All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you for sliding.
Y'all be safe out here.
You too.
Love you too.
You too. Make sure it is.
Bye.
You play so much.
Thank you.
That song about to be stuck in my head. As promised, here's a mix by DJ B.I.G. Nino from Atlanta. This is still an Atlanta takeover. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
Let's get it. I'm trying to dance. What's up?
Oh my gosh. DJ Big Nino.
Self-made, ATM, call out, See, I don't know what y'all been told, but I gotta keep me a big bankroll. Yes, a fat bag of that stick and some bag. But when I step out on the scene, suckers already know the story. Start talking about my clothes. You see I'm pimped out, come try to knock me for my real. So I ain't gon' buy them Eddie Goes. I ain't gon' trick out with them, and I ain't gon' hang around my foes. I'ma get money, so I kick some doors. Hit the block like the sun, and get rid of all the snow. You can call me a done, cause of the way I flow. I'm a good role model, just look at me as a pro. It's the gutter race, man, so it's gutter till I die. No suckers hate me, you can see it in their eye. When I come around, they frown, they wanna let me down. And when I leave, talk about me like a clown, but I don't give a
you know what I'm saying? King of the rap, boy, man. West side of everything, you don't know about because all 1 through 4. Hey, come and ride with me, Memphis. Let me show you where we kick it at. Where them suckers get it at, and hustlers keep the chickens at. Ride with me, Memphis. Let me show you where we kick it at. Where loose lookers be snitching at, and I can come up missing that. Ride with me, Memphis. Let me show you where we kick it at. Where them killers living at, and TIP be chillin' at. Ride with it, come and ride with me. Come ride with me, homeboy. Yeah, come and ride with me. Ride through Atlanta and I found him with the double dough. Make these groupies wonder what he been in so much trouble for. I'm touching folk. Anytime they try and grind, hustle folk, I'm busting folk. Tell me what we are, you fussing, cussing for. You lucky though. A couple years ago, I'd probably cut your throat. Fuck it though. What I'm spending something on another for. This well-known flow. Man, I got this here from Simpson Road. Adamville, born home, center, hill is on for a drop top, flip flop. Shine is the chrome glow. Tip pop out the roof. Hey, what he up and hurting home for with long dough. Hey, he just doing what he known for. Blowing drone 24, living how the song go. Rubber burner, turning corners, beating like a Congo. Try to jack a pull the strap, say South Fronto. The king of the South, every hood's head honcho. I'm West Side certified, but go where I want. Come and ride with the pimp, let me show you where we kick it at. Where them suckers get it at, and hustlers keep the chickens at. Ride with the pimp, let me show you where we kick it at. Where loose lippers be snitching at, and I can come up missing that. Ride with the pimp, let me show you where we kick it at. Where them killers living at, and see I be feeling that. Ride with the pimp, come and ride with the pimp.
Wiggy, wiggy, oh, wiggy, wiggy. Hold up, way, oh, way, oh, way, oh, way, oh. Wiggy, wiggy, oh, wiggy, wiggy. Hold up, way, oh, way, oh, way, oh. Stand up in the motor, bust the dashboard. Stand up in the motor, bust the dashboard. Hold up, wiggy, wiggy, oh, wiggy, wiggy. Oh, way, oh, way, oh, way, oh, way, oh. Counters burning, money burning, graveyard eating. Found them parking, big dog barking. Sales on me, whoa, whoa, whoa. Shout out, want that wave, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm dripping Cartier, put a gold bird on you, that's presenting. I put that lingo on her, she was Spanish. I feel a 1 liter of a zero. It's continental and it's panoramic. It's complimentary to the sandwiches. Fuck around with me, it'd be a tragedy. I want green, 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 no asparagus. I think it ain't embarrassing. Wiggy, cook that shit up, Quay. Hold up, wiggy, wiggy,
I been riding around in rental cars tryna lay low. I'm a real soldier, boy, I really play with Draco. The whole gang from out the hood and put them on the payroll. Having flashbacks of hitting the red with the K-roll. She just had a baby for me, so I paid to get a makeover. I was being comics like they bid for me to take over. 180 on the Range Rover, 400 on the road show, 300 on the G-Wagon. I'm a big dog, you can add it up. Something wrong with them, he add it up. We laugh at them, they mad at us. It's a home run, I'm batter up. My earrings like baseball. Cloud chasers, I hate y'all. I don't see people like Ray Charles. Where I'm from, we don't do fraud. You a kingpin or a taker. I just bought a bus down, can't wait to hold it up. All these stay down, I keep on throwing up. Youngin' ain't gon' play with him, he did it all for love. I feel like you're different when you got it out of mud. I just bought a bus down, can't wait to hold it up. All these stay down, I keep on throwing up. Youngin' ain't gon' play with him, he did it all for love. I feel like you're different when you got it out of mud.
Iced out, tennis chains iced out. Whole woman around my neck, looking like a lighthouse. Pipe down, chopper, make it pipe down. Running man, catch me if you can. Bad bitches only, bad bitches on me. 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 Hit her for a minute, then I pass her to the homie. Hit her for a minute, then I pass her to the homie. I don't wanna see you when I wake up in the morning. Bad bitches only, bad bitches on me.
Huncho, bad, and I know some savage. Get it on their own, they don't have to ask you. Get it, posting pictures on the gram and at you. Post it, secure the bag, lifestyle, real expensive. Secure the bag, all these bad looking for attention. That ain't bad, fake bag, she pretending. That ain't bad. If you pay to get in your bag, then you winning. All these Jones sodas, then call me Quincy. Pop that seal, pop it, close that deal. Close it, we in the field, yeah. Spread them bills, bill on that lip. Maybach seat with the shears, AP shifting gears.
AP on me iced out, tennis chains iced out. Whole pointers round my neck, looking like a lighthouse. Pipe down, chopper, make it pipe down. Running man, catch me if you can. Bad bitches only,
Nino.
So fresh and so clean, clean. I love when you stare at me. I'm just so fresh and so clean, clean.
Gator belts and patty melts and Monte Carlos and El Dorado. So I'm waking up out of my slumber feeling like Rollo. So follow, it's showtime at the Apollo minus the Kiki Shepherd. With a bottle with a leopard print. Teddy, Pendergrass, cooler than Freddie Jackson, sipping a milkshake in a snowstorm. Left out the warm in the dorm room at the AU. We blew hate you, athletes might cake you, but you must have me mistaken with them statements that you make.
So fresh and so clean, clean. You think I'm so sexy? I'm just so fresh and so clean, clean. Ain't nobody don't pass me. I'm just so fresh and so clean, clean. I love when you stare at me. I'm just
I ain't never had nobody show me all the things that you done show me in the special way I feel when you hold me. We gon' always be together, baby. That's what you told me, and I believe it. I ain't never had nobody do me like you.
Now I done been with different kind of girls, feel like I done seen them all, but ain't none of them at all
like you.
And I done seen the best of the best, baby, still I ain't impressed, cause ain't none of them at all
like you.
And you know how I feel when I chill. If I'm seen with a girl, then she gotta be just
like you.
And baby, that's the way I feel, and I got no choice but for me to keep it real. Cause when we first got together, started hanging out, you was skeptical at first, had to figure out if I was the kind of guy that try to dog you out. But I ain't that kind of guy you try to make me out. You found out when you turned to my baby. I showed them other brothers how to treat a lady. I let you drive when I ride that Mercedes, and I ain't tripping or acting shady, cause baby, you know
I ain't never had nobody show me all the things that you done show me in a special way I feel when you hold me. We gon' always be together, baby. That's what she told me, and I believe it. Think it's a game.
I came up from nothing, you can't tell me. Yeah, did it on my own, check out my neck, check out my wrist, yeah.
I swear I ain't never expected it to be like this. Now I'm getting rich, I swear every day we lit.
Yeah, every day we lit, yeah. You can't tell me, yeah. Remember I was broke, yeah. Now I'm getting rich,
yeah. When you diamond colder than a boot, then you know you lit. When you quit, take it, then you know you lit.
Every day we lit, yeah. Every day we lit, yeah. Every day we lit, yeah. Every day we lit.
That vodka run, put it on my arm. Just counted to 50 with my mom. The ball done. All my car came from. My chain glowing, I ain't going, man. Look where we came from. All your bangles got my name on it. She want me to put my name on it. I got the hottest 16, one of the best you ever seen. But she like it when I sang on it.
I came up from nothing, you can't tell me. Yeah, did it on my own, check out my neck, check out my wrist, yeah.
I swear I ain't never expected it to be like this. Now I'm getting rich, I swear every day we lit.
Yeah,
man.
every day we lit, yeah. You can't tell me, yeah. Remember I was broke, now I'm getting rich.
Yeah, when you diamond colder than a boot, then you know you lit. When you quit, take it, then you know you lit.
Every day we lit, yeah. Every day we lit, every day we lit, every day we lit,
every day we lit,
yeah.
Every day we lit, every day we lit, every day we lit.
Oh my gosh, DJ Big Nino.
I know y'all ain't sleep. You're listening to 6D Radio on Q4.
I wanted more.
Definitely a vibe.
Hey,
for
he took us on an Atlanta trip. I see what he did there. He played like we gonna play the hits and the T.I. and the old Atlanta, and then I'm gonna get some Future in there, some out. Yeah, that was dope.
Definitely nostalgic with the Sierra in there for sure.
Like I was telling the gang off the mic, you can't have an Atlanta mix without having the princess of Crunk and B on there. She definitely had the vibes going, especially like when I was a kid. Yes, indeed. So next is the church announcements brought to you by Deacon Unstable.
Let's get it. Well, if you must know what we have on the books, well, first and foremost, you always know, follow us at 6D Networktainment on Instagram, and Radio 6D as well. But for the 6D Networktainment, take out the E, you know what I'm saying? So it's 6D Networktain MT. So the E and the M. And then also get your music played if you're an artist. We had a whole Atlanta set. Shout out to Atlanta for rocking it, man. But
Yes,
if
they
you're
did
here in
their thing.
Chicago and you listening and you wanna, well, now if you're in Atlanta too, you wanna play your music, send it to us. 60networktainment.org/60 radio. Once again, 60networktainment.org/60 radio. And then last but not least, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Subscribe.
Hey, shout out to who all was in there and checking us out. Man.
Oh yeah, let me give some quick shout outs to everybody that's in the chat, the live chat right now. Saeed, shout out to Saeed. And is that Travis?
Travy.
These your people.
Mm-hmm. Some love, spreading the love.
Travy, what up?
Shout out to y'all for rocking with us, tuning in. Welcome to 6D Radio, powered by 6D Networktainment. Shout out to Shawnee, who is at the crib, probably getting her feet rubbed right now, taking a much needed break. You know,
I feel it.
We miss you already. Hopefully you get to, come back with us next week and kick it with us. One day we gotta have a show with no artist of the week, just all four of us,
Big
just
facts.
talking crazy. You know
Big
what?
facts.
That's in the plans for season 6.
Oh, you don't put all four of us together. Like,
Yep. That sounds
Definitely
like a
gonna be
whole lot of
vibe,
fun.
bro. Definitely a vibe.
Shenanigans on 100,000. That's hilarious.
Make sure y'all follow Sierra, the founder of Honest Productions, at justcallme_Dunlap. That's JustCallme_DUNLAP. Make sure y'all follow her. You can follow me at its_the_can, ITS_THECAN. What about you, DJ Shern? Or Dr. Shern?
Dr. Shern.
I can be followed at DJ Shern, DJSHURN. Once again, at DJ Shern. Definitely feel free to follow, man. I will follow back. I love spreading the love. And we're going to kick it over to Unstable. Let
Facts.
the people know, bro.
Well, right now you can follow me at girls.love.rnb, the letter R, the letter N, the N, and the letter B. Instagram until I get my Instagram back. But yeah, you can follow me. Also, you can just go to my website, mixedbyunstable.com.
Big facts. Get that domain.
Get you some misunderstood merch at itsthecan.com.
Yeah, man.
Also, man,
Get you some
big shout out.
lemonade on DJ Shern website.
Hey, big shout out to all the Redbirds, man. We recently just got done with homecoming this past weekend, man.
Yes.
It was definitely a vibe. So shout out to all the Redbirds, man.
Yes, sir.
Make sure y'all hit up Shawnee, send her some love at Shawnee World, SHAUNIE World. If you don't know how to spell world, then I don't know what to tell you. But all right, y'all, we gotta get up out of here. We got things to do. So we'll see y'all next week.
Peace.
And we gone.
Y'all be safe.
The 6D Networktainment on Q4 Radio.